Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Natalie and I am here with Garden Air, and I wanted to do a quick upload for today because I am in the process of doing 2 videos right now and they're just not getting finished, so I wanted something to put up, so I figured we'll do a little early fall garden tour. So I still have plenty of things in bloom. We just cleaned up the vegetable garden today, which has kept us so busy this year that my flower gardens look a little on the disheveled side because I have not been able to get in and do all the weeding that I normally do because I've been putting up so much food. So I'll take you around and at least show you what's still blooming because there is quite a bit, and I really just love it. I have this beautiful rose in bloom right now and I can't wait to show you. So this is just coming back through the back rose garden, and this beautiful sedum is in bloom right now. So pretty. There's some hen and chicks down there. There's some foxgloves that were just babies this year, so those won't bloom until next year because they're a biennial. And coming up through the rose bushes, these guys aren't blooming at the moment. This is Veronica that looks like it's just about done blooming. Some phlox. Look at that, that's pretty. So some phlox there. Little bloom over here. And fall is when my roses start getting some black spot, and I find that's okay with me because it's just they're getting ready to go into dormancy. They're not really fighting off diseases as well as they do for the rest of the year. So this is the one time of year black spot just kind of takes over, so you'll see it on the lower leaves, and I just keep removing it and keep it basically under control for the season. So this is my strawberry patch. I have a ton of lemon balm growing up through here. All of these hostas are in full bloom. They are also getting ready to go dormant, so you'll start seeing your hostas going yellow, kind of brown on the edges, and start yellowing, and they'll look like they're dying back. That's because they're getting ready for dormancy. So I have all of these blooms, and I do let my hostas bloom and not cut them off because hummingbirds, bees, and bumblebees love these flowers, so I keep them blooming. And daylily is going strong over here. So, oh look, Bishop's Castle rose blooming away. I love this rose, it smells so good. And let's make our way to another bed. This little hydrangea is called Bobo, and it's just getting finished up with its blooming for the season. Some irises and things that will be going dormant soon. And so all of this, most of this garden is pretty much done for the year. Now I just have to get in and clean it up. I have a ton of foxglove babies because the foxglove I put in here last year reseeded, and I am smothered in foxgloves, which will be really pretty if they all get big and flower next year. I won't complain. I have some turtle heads, which is a native plant here. And see if you can see the flower up close. So that's a turtle head. And again, hostas that are going to start getting ready for dormancy. So everything's still hanging on and looking pretty good. Waiting for those cold nights to start changing things. Lily of the Valley has gone into berry, and Black-eyed Susan are finishing up. More hostas in bloom up here. everything just starts to look a little long and scraggly this time of year. Not bad for not really being able to get out here. Most of this stuff that you see between the plants is just fill-in sedum that I let kind of like grow down the rocks and kind of cascade. But that's starting to die back for the season. So it might look a little weedy in here, but it's not all weeds. It's all sedum. So there it is up on that back wall, which was what I was going for there. And then there's some astilbes and ferns and beautiful lungwort. Coming around here, I have some dahlias that are blooming, some snapdragons, my perennial hibiscus. They're opening up some new flowers right now. Absolutely beautiful. The one in the backyard is starting to open some as well. My Dick Clark rose loves the fall, so it really starts putting on a beautiful display every fall. Another rose bush. My immortality iris reblooms every fall. I just cut a few dead ones back that had finished, but then it looks like another one's about to bloom here. Very busy little iris, so I love this iris. Let's see, some irises that I cut back that aren't rebloomers all through the bed. These are like traditional irises. There's a dahlia here that's really pretty. Some balloon flowers down in there getting ready to try to keep blooming. Some salvia. And then we're just going to get into like the roses up here in the front. Lady Shallot has a few blooms going on out there, but look at this. This is Earth Angel, and she is magnificent. I love this rose. Just beautiful. She has another cluster over there. And a few other roses are trying to push out some blooms still. Coming around up here, you can see the blue delphinium is in there peeking out and blooming. There's another stem here getting ready to bloom. So even though it's fall, there's still plenty going on in the garden. The bees are still busy out here. The catmint is blooming. That's a yellow knockout rose that just performs so beautifully all summer long. And it stays busy out here. All the lilies out here and things like that are done. The daylilies are done. I'll be waiting to cut these back, let them start building some food back up and some energy for themselves, and then I'll cut their stems back when it gets a little bit colder and they die back a little bit more. Those irises back there are ready to be cut back, so those are the next irises I'll be getting in and cutting them way back and cleaning those out. Okay, here's a question. Has anyone ever seen a forsythia bloom in fall? Because I haven't. But there she is. It's the beginning of fall and she has blooms. She didn't bloom this spring, so I think she's a little confused. But if you have ever seen a forsythia bloom in fall, let me know, because that's a first for me. Okay, so I'm walking down to the vegetable garden, and as you can see, we've done a ton of cleanup down here. Everything inside of the fence has been pretty much pulled out and is done. I have tomatillos flat on the ground that I'm going to continue pulling, and our succession planting is going well. Everything that we planted late for another round of harvest late in fall is doing well. So all of our beets right here are just filling right in. I have eggplants back here growing really well. My zinnias are doing good over here. And I have leeks back there. And just so much I had to get cleaned out. These are our lima beans and more beets. I got the sweet potatoes all pulled out and actually did get a few sweet potatoes, which I will be doing more of next year. I really couldn't find the starts this year, so what I did this year was an experiment, so only getting a few was okay with me. My chamomile is getting ready. It is ready. I have to pull the rest of that out and dry it. So all of this has been cleared out. This was like broccoli and things like that. The peppers, I have a few more still finishing up. And then as you can see, it's flowering again. So I have more peppers on their way, like these little babies in here. So I'm just going to let these guys keep going while I'm waiting to harvest some of my big ones still. So I'll just let these guys keep producing as long as they like. A couple more leeks that I'm still waiting to get some size. I pulled out all of the tomatillas that were in here and brought in the rest of them, so I'll be making some salsa verde. I did find a recipe that I can, so I'm excited about that. The tomatoes, I don't think they're ever going to stop. I have brought in so many tomatoes this year, and I still have tons of green ones. The vines are starting to die back and the leaves are getting brown, but I still have so many tomatoes and they're still flowering. If I go to the other side, I have baby tomatoes and flowers and just so many yet still to come. Look down here. So some of them have lost their support because they just got so big, and so I'm still trying to keep them somewhat supported and keep them going for as long as they will for the remaining of the season. And then these are the sugar snap peas that we succession planted. So these guys are going. They got their little supports in. And this is just twine. We kind of like kept wrapping and gave a center support, and it should be enough to support these guys, and they'll just keep grabbing it. And I just take the plants and kind of like weave it between the twine, and then you can see that they're standing up. So we have carrots down here, also succession planted. I just thinned those today so they look a little sad and floppy. And then we cleared out the corn, and my banana peppers are over here all by their lonesome selves, producing like crazy. These banana peppers, I am not kidding. I don't even know what to do with them all because I keep bringing in more and more and more and more. I think I have 4 plants here, and they're like just endless on the supply of peppers they've been giving me. So I have pickled banana peppers, I have fermented banana peppers, I have frozen banana peppers, you name it. I have a sweet pickled banana pepper. I mean, it's just crazy. So yeah, tons of them, and they're still coming. So I do have another video I'm working on at the moment all about onions. I'm really trying to get that one out because I'm showing you how to harvest, how to dry them, how to hang them, and I wanted to also talk about how to grow them. So I just have to get the last part of that video done, and I promise there is a really good video on onions coming along very soon. I just need the time now to finish it up, and I will be uploading that very soon. And with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. There will always be more to talk about, even if it's not garden season. And I really would enjoy your tips, tricks, ideas for more videos, what you guys want to talk about throughout the winter, and anything else you want to let me know. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Bye.